that fucking sword? Yeah. What the sword? Oh my god, the sword's already here, dude. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on! Yes, please help her! Heal me! Please! Heal her! Thank you! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm talking to Ace, man.
How can we play this? I'm not real good with it. I've been playing this. And now I am. Oh. Why am I?
Look at this guy. Oh my god! Can somebody
it's unblockable after that?
Can somebody quick that
So
for me?
it's wait. So
Hang
I
on.
can't block that if we both do that.
Hang
at
on,
the
the
same time.
master clipper.
That's cringe.
It's negate. It negates. No. Don't get up. I said don't get up. Oh, look at Grace. She's shaking. Relax, baby girl. You got a gun.
You fucking lush coward, I'm gonna fight you.
Damn straight. Now eat this pussy. Eat it! Eat it! Anyway. None of y'all saw that. There you go. So my brain, it's about it takes about as long for my brain to wake up as long as it takes for Windows 95 to boot up in 2025.
Remember, you will be running the whole time.
Careful, Diddy. The fact that I haven't even lost a live yet.
Just say that.
Just take the match. Just take the match. Just take the match. I don't even care. Just take the match.
Even in darkness, second-rate fools like you pose no challenge.
Second-rate fools like you need to shut the fuck up. How about that? Fucking cum bucket. I need. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yuffie, throw your fucking goddamn. My points went. Oh my god! I'm fucking sucking dick. I'm sucking dick! Now is the one that's freaking me out the most. I beg of you! Ace, I will literally clothesline you in the main event of WrestleMania if you scare me with another sound effect! I'm already alive. I'm sorry, but that soundbite is hilarious though. But I'm already in defense mode. Like Grace is right now. Oh my god. Ugh. All of y'all are trying to, I swear to God, my viewer, this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity for you to kill him. The opportunity. Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. It's the franchise, but I'm shining now. You can't see me. My time is now. Dante clipped something. I'll watch that in a second. I noticed that he clipped something. I guess I must have said something stupid. Just came down and it looks like NBA oh my gosh, NBA Jam's going wild. And it looks like NBA Jam. Look at that. Look at that. It's going wild.
Jesus,
oh my gosh.
What is
What
going
is
on?
going on? Wow! Nice of the round one. What the hell? Y'all see, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Wow, NBA Jam had the lead for a minute up until that happened, and nice. Wow. Can you catch her? Snow, what? They're back!
Out of misery. You've got to be kidding.
Bro, let's fucking go! They're back! They're back! Let's fucking go!
We've all had.
Let's go, bro! That's what I'm talking about!
You can't be.
All right!
Could be more foul sea smoke and mirrors.
Let's go!
Fake.
My stomach hurts, Dante! Oh my god! What's going on, y'all? What's up, Falcon? Oh, you're off to bed. I'm glad you came by to the street. Hello, how you could. So I'm gonna try to beat Resident Evil 3 before work because I have to be in by 1. Yep. Funnily enough, that's another Capcom game right there. One Capcom game to another.
Resident Evil.
I see him a little bit. If I see him a little bit off, that's because I literally just woke up. Literally just. I can't guarantee that I'll finish this game by then, but hopefully 2 hours ought to be to have. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I created Magnum. Nothing comes to mind as far as what I need. Oh yeah, that's right. We're in the park this time. Which means more bullshit. Bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. It's a Capcom game, so expect this sort of thing. Hang on, let me sit up a little bit. How's everyone's oh shoot. How's everyone's night going? Oh yeah, just what I needed. Map. As long as I got a map. Hey, listen, wait a minute. Hang on, let me grab these herbs real. We left them everywhere. Hang tight. I got some wait, before I open up the lid, hang on. I still have some red herbs in I still have some red herbs and blue herbs that I haven't even mixed yet. Figured I can do that real quick. But you can clearly see how big and expanded. Stop that. But you can see how big like the map in the game really is. Because you're going through the entirety of Raccoon City. Like the whole city. Right? Wish my camera would stop doing it. You guys probably can't even see it, but it keeps fucking twitching. Twitching, the matter of speaking. How about that? I forgot what red herbs do. The red herbs, what the red herbs do is that they make your health full. They make your health instantly full when you mix them with the green herb. I'm gonna put the mixed herbs in there, the fully mixed herbs in there, and I'm gonna hold on to them just in case I find another red. Just in case I find another red one. At least I got more medicinal items now. If you're wondering what the blue herbs do is that they heal you from poison. In the remakes, not only do they heal you from poisons, but they also give you a temporary defense buff. I don't know if the same thing applies in the originals, but that's what they do. I'm on RE5 right now, and these chapters are so fucking long. Oh yeah, that is true. The shape of the mountain changes based on the combination of the years. Oh yeah, that's right, they do change. I gotta finish Revelations 1 yesterday under 5 hours. I actually just started playing Revelations. I've never beaten any of the Revelations games, which is weird, but oh great, now Jill is all wet. Refer to the illustration to drain the pool. Well, I appreciate the indication, Capcom. I appreciate that. Right now her boots are wet. We got this woman's feet wet in the fucking pool while she's wearing these high boots. Good going, Capcom. Good going. Wait, I only get 4 moves? Look at that. Puzzle reset. There we go. It's honestly kind of mid to me. Like, Quint and Keith were cool, but the others were eh. I feel like that's what most people felt when it came to Revelations. That's how I feel about it so far. It's like so far, like the game is not bad, but it's not exactly a game that's like wows me. I think the way Revelations 2 plays is way better. Me personally. With what I'm playing so far, at least. I think it's way better. The hell? Oh God! Will you go up the ladder? What the fuck? I wouldn't replay, honestly. Most replayable game right now is RE4. Yeah, because that's the best one. At least for most people, right? I mean, Resident Evil 4 is... Hold on a second. I'm sorry. RE4 is my favorite, but I think the classic Resident Evil games are very replayable. The first one, the second one, even this one. Definitely the fourth one. And Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9, specifically Requiem, I think is the best Resident Evil game since 4. Like, like in my own opinion. Oh look, see, there's a bunch of red herbs. See, this is exactly the reason why I decided to take this one with me, because I knew I was gonna find it. This is exactly the reason. Die, motherfucker. Alfred Combs, 1923 to 86. So he lived until 63. How about that? I think I'm gonna play 6, 7, 8, and then Rev 2, and play the OGs. The only thing that'll turn you off about the OG Resident Evils is the tank controls. The tank controls have not aged very well at all, like at least objectively. But they're still very fun. The games are still fantastic. Especially Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is so goated. The only things that I don't like about Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is very good too. But the only thing I don't like about it is just the fact that some of the puzzles in this game are a little too cryptic, right? Like I don't like that at all. And some of the boss fights in this game are so bullshit. There's like one that the sewer boss fight is easily the worst one in the whole game. Easily the worst. I thought the overall puzzles in Resident Evil 2 were better overall. The boss fights were definitely better. But, you know, that's just... I mean, this game also has its fair share of good boss fights, too. But I literally... It's just that some of them are just like... Oh my... Some of them were just designed to be completely unfair. Hang on, I'm gonna read the chat in a second. Trying to get away from these spiders. Now, about Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 is easily, like, the worst in terms of it being called Resident Evil. But as an action game... Resident Evil 6 is fun. I'll say that. As a Resident Evil game, it's definitely the worst. Because it doesn't feel like... I hate this fucking thing acting up. Anyway. But as a Resident Evil game... Hold on a second. Fucking thing is acting up and I hate it when it does. As a Resident Evil game, it's terrible. Because it's not a survival horror game, it's an action game. But that's why I have to assert that as an action game, it's fun. Like the combat is very good, and the melee system is great too. It even has, in my opinion, probably the best mercenaries mode since 4. 7 and 8 were also very good. Resident Evil 7, in my opinion, is probably the scariest Resident Evil game since the original. And Resident Evil 8 was still pretty good. I'm just not a big fan of the story. Largely because of Chris. Largely because of Chris. I think Chris was being a fucking absolute idiot about that fucking game, but otherwise still a great Resident Evil game nonetheless. I don't know if I would call it a top 5 game of the series, but Requiem was definitely an improvement. Resident Evil Requiem definitely has the best balance of horror and action since Resident Evil 4. It's literally what I think Resident Evil Requiem was what Resident Evil 6 should have been. What turned me off on Resident Evil 0 and 1. Had to watch a no-com gameplay. Oh, and Rev, the gun system. Oh shit, hold on a second. The gun system was terrible. I didn't like it at all. Oh yeah, the gun system in Revelations 1, yeah, it definitely doesn't, yeah, it's definitely not the best at all. I think Revelations 2 has a better gun system. But again, it's like, so far I wouldn't exactly call it top 5 material. But I definitely want to make sure that I beat the first Revelations and the second one, so that way I can say, hey, I beat them. I might play Resident Evil 7 in VR. Good luck with that. Yeah, I got a ton of grenade rounds. Actually, I could have flipped this barrel right here. What you got there? Just to suffer a little. I mean, when you're playing Resident Evil in general, you're just gonna... Raccoon Park Graveyard. I do want to play Koan in the Clock Tower. Yeah, there's still a ton of games on my backlog that I still need to get to. Hell yeah! More Magnum rounds on my hell yeah! It's the rear gate of Raccoon's Park. Well, this is the graveyard key, so this isn't... That's not gonna cut it. This ain't cutting it. Alright. Yeah, we gotta go back to the graveyard. We gotta backtrack to the graveyard. Yeah, Resident Evil usually has very good boss fights, in my opinion. But I think Resident Evil 3 might be the weakest in that regard. Besides Nemesis, maybe besides Nemesis. Nemesis is still, like, fantastic, like, challenging him. But the other boss fights, though, especially the one in the sewers, with that, you remember that worm thing that would come out the walls whenever you, that part where you had to activate, like, 2 of the control panels just so you can bring the ladder down? You would go up to the hole and that worm thing would come out. That thing is easily the worst boss fight in the whole game. It's one of those boss fights that I'm so glad was not brought back in the remake. And even though the remake was terribly flawed, that was one boss fight that I can confidently say I'm glad was not brought back, because that boss fight is dog shit. That boss fight was pure, unadulterated dog shit. still, I would definitely say this might be the second best Resident Evil game on the PS1. I think this one, largely because I think this one has aged better than the first Resident Evil game. Now, if I were to talk about the remake from 2002, that'd be a bit of an unfair comparison, because that game objectively is the best Resident Evil game. The original, the 2002 remake. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I were to be as objective as possible, I would say the best Resident Evil game is the OG 2002 remake. That game was peak Resident Evil. I don't think anyone's gonna argue with me. It's tough and long enough to be used as a pry. Long. Giggity. 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 I know, I have to grow up, I know. Hang on just a second. Let me grab these real quick. Cool, it's only 10 o'clock right now. Oh yeah, I got plenty of time. Yeah, 2 more hours. Yeah, I got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Hang on a second. Let me combine that with this. Because I wanna create more Magnum rounds. If I can make a triple C gunpowder, I can create Magnum rounds out of it. If you create the same ammo type in this game, you get more ammo for that thing. Does that make any sense? Thank God that there's a save room. Hang on, let me take this out real quick. I'm gonna put that in there. Are there any other? No, there's no. I don't have any other. Let me grab the ink ribbon so I can save the game. Great, we got 3 first aids in there, and I got 2 other mixed herbs. So that's like 5 health items altogether. Well, 6, including the one that I'm carrying right. Yeah, we're good. Let me make sure. This is a game where, honestly, and the reason, if you wonder why the ink ribbons are on infinite, that's because I'm playing the game on easy. This is a game where I highly recommend playing this game on easy first before you play it on hard mode. If anyone tries to guilt trip you into playing this game on hard mode on your first playthrough, don't listen to them. Those are fucking tryhards who can master any game that they play on the first go. You do have to understand that the classic Resident Evil games do not fuck around. I'm gonna tell you right now, they do not fuck around. They do not fuck around. These games will kick your ass. Believe me, when I played this game 2 years ago on hard mode for the first time, which was easily the biggest mistake I ever made, I never knew what suffering really felt like until I played this game on hard mode. That was pure suffering. It was, oh my god. This game that's the reason why I'm playing it on easy mode for right now, because it's like I need to know where everything is and familiarize myself with the game before I do it on a harder difficulty. That's literally what I did with Resident Evil Requiem. Because I beat that game I had to beat the game 4 times before I finally beat the game on Insanity. And even then, I had to use infinite ammo just to do it. And I still fucking got my ass kicked, even with the infinite ammo. But I still managed to beat the game on Insanity. So now I can say I beat Requiem 5 times and I beat it on every difficulty. But I gotta re-download the game so that way I can get all the other achievements and stuff so I can platinum the game. What's up, Scale? What's up, Scale? Yeah, Nemesis totally didn't traumatize me at 14. I love this game so much. It's a great Resident Evil. What's up, Matt? This game, it's a great Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Fantastic Resident. I just don't think it's as good as Resident Evil 2 because some of the puzzles are cryptic. And even though Resident Evil typically has really fun boss fights, I think Resident Evil 3 is kind of weak in that regard because some of them were just literally designed to just be fucking cheap. Especially the one in the sewer where you're fighting that worm monster. You remember the ones that came out the holes where you have to activate like the control panels just to bring the ladder down after the clock tower part? I think, was it after the clock tower or was it sometime before? I don't remember specific. I think it was either before the clock tower or after the clock tower, like after you deal with Nemesis. I can't remember. But it's when you're in the sewer and that worm thing that comes out, right? And you have to walk up to it and then you have to hurry up and then do the quick turn, which by the way, this was the first game to have the quick turn. And you had to like run out and then you had to hurry up and shoot it, but it would just constantly come out and then it would claw at Jill. That's easily the fucking worst boss fight in the whole game. Easily. So that's where I think Resident Evil 3 fucks up at. But the boss encounters against Nemesis, I still think are fun. I just wish that the dodging was better. That's another problem I have with this game is that the way the dodge mechanic works is so dog shit because it's like you have to press a button as quickly as you get. You're basically button mashing, and even then there's a random chance that Jill will push a zombie off of her or something. Or if you're playing with Carlos. But that's one thing that I think that the remake, like I said, the remake was flawed, but one thing that I appreciated about the remake is that they made the dodge mechanic way better than the original. That's one thing that I will openly say. They made it so much fucking better. Hang on a second. Let me go grab a lighter real quick. I think I can set that firewood on fire. Yeah, I should have like at least 2 hours left. I usually like to have me something to eat on the way to work. I have plenty of time for myself. Plus, I want to have some time to play some Resident Evil. Some Resident Evil Revelations on my Switch before I have to go on the floor. But yeah, this is a great Resident Evil game. Like, I will say that. Literally the only thing that holds all these games back is the tank controls. That's literally the only thing. You no longer need this lighter. Yep, you can get rid of it, if that's the case. If I don't need it, then fuck it. Light can be seen from the back of the fireplace. Y'all can probably tell I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Because it's truly an amazing franchise. I don't see why anyone wouldn't love it. It's literally Capcom's best franchise. I would consider it, and maybe I'm probably gonna catch fire for saying this. It's literally the Metal Gear of Capcom games. Big story, big lore, and all that stuff. A large collection of characters to know. Many series of events that happen. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember where the hell this iron pipe needs to be used. I don't think... It's definitely not over here. I'm trying to remember. You mean the Final Fantasy 7 of No. No. Final Fantasy 7 is way too fucking big. Way too fucking big. Even for a game like this. The only reason why I would compare this game to Metal Gear is because just like Metal Gear, with Resident Evil, there's a series of events that happen. I don't think... No, not over here. There's a large series of events that happen in a calendar. You gotta remember, Resident Evil and Metal Gear are literally constructed by calendar years, like in real life. You gotta remember that. And then they both have all these characters that you have to know. And they have all these character arcs and all that stuff, you know. And also, Resident Evil also has prequels and midquels and stuff like that. Just like Metal Gear did. And, you know, Metal Gear originally had the Solid Snake trilogy. Was it the Solid Snake trilogy? Well, yeah, you have the Solid Snake trilogy, which was Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2, and then Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, being the final one in Solid Snake's character arc, right? I'm trying to remember, where the hell does this fucking thing need to be used? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. I just want to do this as fast as I can. I don't want to rush the game. But you know, if I wasn't working, I would be sitting here streaming this game all night. Fuck it. But you know, timing is of the essence. But anyway, to go back to what I was saying, yeah, so it's like, you know, there's a series of events that happen. And with Metal Gear, you had, like I said, the Solid Snake trilogy. And then you have the Big Boss trilogy. Snake Eater, Peace Walker, and then Phantom Pain. Now, I know what you're going to say. What about Ground Zeroes, all that stuff, right? Because he was in it, right? I consider Ground Zeroes to be part of the Phantom Pain story arc. Even though even though Ground Zero took place 9 years before the events of Phantom Pain. It took place in 1975, roughly months after, I think 9 months after the events of Peace Walker. That was the game where MSF got destroyed by XOF. Where the fuck does this get used at? Am I missing something? There has to be like some sort of trap door where I have to I mean, the good news is that I already eliminated the dogs. Cuz I got so much fucking grenade rounds and everything. This is one thing I do like about Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the you know, crafting ammo. I do love that aspect of this game. Like I will say. The hell? Oh no. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. I know where I have to use it. Because I thought about, you remember that fireplace that I burnt? And it said something about a light being shown? I think I have to use the pipe to pry it open, since it's clearly like a whole new area. Okay, so that's not really the game's fault. That's actually my fault for not really thinking that through. Don't touch me. You know, I have a grenade launcher. I don't know why I don't just kill them. Well, you know, you gotta remember, it's a survival horror game, so, like, I have to make sure not to fight every single enemy that I come across. Unless I really have to. Like, unless I have to kill you. Like, if you're gonna be in my way, then yeah, I'm gonna eliminate you. There we go. Yep. Yep. I thought so. Because I was like, wait a second, where do I use this iron pipe at? And then I was like, oh, duh, the fireplace. So yeah, that's my fault for not, taking that. Here's more of the files. I would say the files in Resident Evil are so entertaining to read, especially like the journals. Even in the remakes, there's so. That was something that Matt pointed out. He was like, he was pointing out how hilarious they are. How everyone always writes a journal of like what they're experiencing. I mean, it's kind of necessary. What do you think about it? Yeah, unfortunately, every STARS member is basically out in this game. The only STARS member who is running around the city alive and well is ours truly, Jill Valentine. And that creature literally wants her dead. Yep. Now we got to go back to where the rear gate was. You remember that locked gate? You remember that locked gate that we was just at? That's where we have to use this. Is that more grenade rounds? Oh yeah, I definitely need that because there's definitely a boss fight that's about to occur. And I remember this part very vividly. This was when I dropped the game. I dropped the game around this boss fight because you got to remember I played this game on hard mode the first time, which again that was the biggest mistake because this game only has 2 difficulties, hard mode and then easy mode, right? This is a game where honestly, if it's your first playthrough, just play it on easy. Just play it on easy. It'll still give you a challenge, but the only thing is that it makes the challenge more fair. I'm gonna put it to that way. It makes the challenge more fair. Because, I mean, yeah, you do get all sorts of ammo and everything right from the get and everything, but it gives you more of a fighting chance than hard mode does. Hard mode is only for if you know the game.
Mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately. Over.
Hard mode is only for those who are familiar with the game. So if anyone shames you into or shames you or coercing you into playing this game on hard mode, don't listen to them. They're just fucking elitists who are just fucking cracked at the game.
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
Nikolai.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
It's funny that Jill is talking about looking out for yourself. Isn't that what self-preservation is?
The zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, it was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects.
Ah!
Another mutant.
I think I know what that thing is. I already know what it is. Hang on a second. Let me save the game. I know I have the rewind feature. I try to refrain from using the rewind feature on here as much as possible. and try to play it as though like I'm playing this on the original. Keep in mind, I have the physical copies of all 3 of the Resident Evil games on my PS1. I have them. I'm just playing them on PS5 right now because it's just more convenient for me right now. My PS2 is plugged in, so I realistically could have used that, but it's just more convenient for me to play it on my PS5 for right now. I'll run through this game again on the PS1. I would very much love to. In fact, I would probably want to do that anyway because I want to need footage of this game. Because I'm gonna redo my favorite, what was it, my top 10 PS1 games. I want to redo that list, and part of that is going to be me playing some PS1 games, some of which I've never even beaten before. Like, there's a plethora of PS1 games that I want to beat before I even think about redoing it. Oh, God. Yep, I already know what's about to happen. This, I remember this. This was when I dropped the game 2 years ago. This might be... I hate this fucking thing. I hate it. You remember that worm thing that we fought in the yeah, he's back. Yeah, he's back. Easily the most frustrating boss fight in the game. Shit like that is what holds this game back from being the best Resident Evil game on the PS1. That's exactly that's exactly the shit I'm talking about. I could use the rewind feature, but I'll just read it. I remember very vividly, this was when I dropped Resident Evil 3. Because of that boss fight right there. That. I mean, I already know exactly what rating I'm gonna give this game, because the rest of the game is fine. The rest of the game is sensational. The boss fights is where I think this game is where it's weak. The biggest saving grace is the Nemesis encounters. That's like literally the only thing that... Oh yeah, and then of course there's the quick selection too. Where like, depending on which action you take in the game, it affects how it plays out, which increases its replay value. That's what I think really saves this game from obscurity. There's a lot to really like about this game. The boss fights just isn't one of them. So I don't know why I went there. Yeah, the boss fights just isn't one of them. I genuinely believe this game has the cheapest boss fights. That one being one of them. That was the same worm that we encountered in the sewers. That was the one I was talking about, the one that claws at Jill. I fucking hate that thing. I hate it.
What's going on?
I hate it because there's almost no way to fucking dodge that thing at all. Alright, he somehow didn't hit. He somehow... I think I dodged him. Oh my god. See? You literally cannot dodge him. Yeah. Well, I mean, that only helped because I also had the Magnum. You already know the Magnum has a bunch of firepower. I use all 6 rounds on it. But yeah, again, this is exactly the reason why you need to play this game on easy first before you play it on hard mode. Because on hard mode, this thing, oh my Jesus, this fucking thing. Oh my God, man, this thing is just the worst. In fact, I think if you shoot these lampposts down, I think you could have also electrocuted, because I think I do remember doing that. But I remember I got so frustrated by this boss fight, I just tapped out. I just said, fuck this. And I just gave up on the game entirely. But as you can see, I'm back, and I'm gonna beat it. For a long time, this game has defeated me, but no longer will that be the case. So now we just gotta get to the rear gate and then we're good. I guarantee you, I'm gonna go ahead and flat out admit, if the boss fights were even anywhere halfway near as good as Resident Evil 2's boss fights were, this game very easily would have surpassed Resident Evil 2. Maybe, well, maybe except for stuff like the story. Move! Get out the way! Move, bitch! Get out the way! They just had to spawn zombies. Watch this. I'm gonna encounter some over here, aren't I? No? How about that? I like how the game has to ask that. You no longer need this key. Will you discard it? I'm like, of course I... Hold on a second. Come in. I actually had a package outside. I forgot I had it. I'll show you what's. I'm gonna show y'all what's inside. Nice little thing. Let's open it up. In case you guys don't know, this I have that I bought. Oh, there's a bunch of strings on it. Oh, it's like a little finger stand right here too. Oh my gosh, this thing's got some weight to it. Holy shit. On. So now I own 2 musical instruments. What is the instrument in question that I am referring to? Yeah, an ocarina. Yeah, an ocarina. Interesting. It came with a songbook. It has like a little songbook, like right here. Well, not only does it have a little carry bag too, but it also has like a 12-hole book that it came with. It basically teaches you how to do the songs. Like for example, the Song of Time. Like there's so many of them. There's it even shows you how to it even shows you how to play it because it has 12 holes in it. So there's Zelda's Lullaby. There's Zelda's Lullaby, Sun Song, Epona Song, Sirius. I'm sure the Song of Time is in here. Song of Stromes. Yep, the Song of Time is in here. Requiem of Spirit, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Happy New Year. And that's about it. The other half of it is in German. But yeah, I have an ocarina now, which I think will go very well with my Link cosplay. Rebecca doesn't know I have it, but yeah, Rebecca doesn't know I have this, but well, it'll be a surprise because I'm gonna be seeing her at Geek. You see it? See it? Is it right here? So now I have 2 musical instruments now. So I have an electric guitar and an ocarina. How about that? That's pretty badass. Well, I think learning musical instruments is fun, honestly. Resident Evil and ocarina, I'm in the right spot. Hey, man. Actually, Rebecca did her birthday is going to be coming up, and she wants me to play. She literally requested a birthday stream for Thursday. Which, I mean, that's actually good, because I'll be, Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nope. No, no, no.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Shit. Excuse me for cussing. Maybe I should have had Rebecca request Rebirth. You'd have beat that shit 2 weeks ago. True. If I could be as frank as an atom bomb for a second, Rebirth is literally boring the hell out of me. What? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is boring, Larry? What? What the fuck?
Wait, what? What the fuck?
It wasn't so fucking long, and they added all that filler shit. I wouldn't be feeling this way about the game. Most new games bore you. I'll give you that. You wanna know why most new games bore me? At least AAA games. Not the indies are good, but the AAA stuff, right? Because with the exception of Capcom, most companies just they just don't make a game. They literally like the thing is that they make the games are kind of corporate now. It's like it's always DLCs or this or that or expansions that you have to get or something. Let me shut up.
Jill,
I'm gonna let this cutscene play out. What's up, Phoenix? I'll read your chat in a second.
Launching a missile directly into the city as soon as day breaks. The explosion will be powerful enough to destroy everything.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. I heard it.
I don't think we're far. I don't think we're far.
They'll go this far to cover
from the end of the game.
Come on, we have to hurry. There isn't much time left.
Oh, it's a save room. Sweet. Yes, I can finally create more Magnum rounds. Oh yeah. Just hang on. Let me grab these. All right. Let me grab the thing that's in here. I can finally create more Magnum rounds as long as it's oh wait, I forgot to grab the reloading tool. Oh, I can see that happening though. I absolutely love the Rebirth. Rebirth is a love letter to fans of the original, so I could see someone who isn't a big fan of the original not vibing with it. Wait, are you implying that I don't like the original? Because the original is literally, dare I say, top 3 of the best PS1 games ever made. Alongside Resident Evil. I mean, Resi? What the fuck? Final Fantasy 9. There we go. Yes. Now I have over 100 Magnum rounds. Let's go. So I'm gonna put the reload tool back. But I can also create yeah, I can also create some grenade rounds, perhaps. Although I feel like potentially do. I don't know. I just like making Magnum rounds out of this shit. That's just me. You played it? Yeah, I played and beat the original. Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I can't stand Final Fantasy 9. You see, the thing is that as much as I love Final Fantasy 9, I can see why some people wouldn't vibe with it because of how the limit break system was in that game. The trans system, as it was called. Because literally, it takes forever for that meter to build. It doesn't carry over into other battles. And and not only that, but it automatically activates too. There's like literally no control. Final Fantasy 7 had a much better limit break. Like it easily had the best limit break system of any Final Fantasy. And that's another thing that I don't think anyone's gonna argue with. Because in that game, not only does the meter fill up depending on how much damage you take, but also it literally carries over. You can literally save it and carry it into another fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it then. What don't you understand? I just didn't like how you learn abilities being tied to a gear and the battles are too slow. Battles are too slow? If you played and like the original, I don't understand why you don't like Rebirth. It's not that I don't like Rebirth. I just don't like how it's paced. Because I think the game is good. I'm just not a big fan of how it's paced. That's literally my biggest problem with Rebirth. Not even the game. The actual game itself is good. But how it's paced is where I have the problem. I'll put the gunpowders in. I don't even know if I want to mix them right now. I'll just probably drop them in the... Like, I'll probably leave them... Here, I'll put them up here. I think I picked up everything that there is to pick up in this room. I think. Well, I already got the facility key, so... I don't think we're far from the end of the game at all. We're definitely not far. I know I should have been there in 1997 to witness the game, but I admit I think the game aged poorly and would have gone back to 6 in a nanosecond, knowing how meh it is much later on. 7 is way better than 6. Is it really? Well, I mean, then again, Matt has played and beaten both of those games, so he would know. I personally don't know because I did play Final Fantasy 6 for a while, and then I just stopped. I gotta get back on it. 6 is so overrated. Overrated? That's... You know, I can kind of see an argument being made for why 7 is better, but most people say it's a 10 out of 10. I gave it a 7. But really, 7 really is hot take respected.